I must admit, the Equestria Girls films have raised all sorts of questions in the community. And while many fans have just accepted the fact that Hasbro and the MLP staff are just trying to expand upon elements of the original series to see what sticks, some of us have a lot of fun trying to figure out how these seemingly unconnected characters and worlds could somehow fit together. And ever since another Twilight Sparkle made an appearance at the end of Rainbow Rocks, one question seems to come up a lot. Where is the Sunset Shimmer of the human world? Is she ever going to make an appearance? With a human version of practically every other pony from the original show, why would Sunset be the exception? Well, what if I was to tell you that we've already seen the Sunset Shimmer of the human world? That she's been in plain sight this whole time? Let's go back and take a look at when Twilight Sparkle first made her trip into the human world. Both she and Spike are being rolled around through the portal as their bodies are changing shape. And when they emerge, their minds are just the same as they've always been, yet now they look quite a bit different than what each of them are used to. However, what if we've been looking at this the wrong way? What if their bodies aren't being changed one bit, but rather their minds are the only thing that made it into the human world? I'd like to propose the idea that when Twilight and Spike went through this portal, they left their pony and dragon bodies in a state of limbo, and when they emerged into the human world, the bodies they're using are actually the bodies of the human world Twilight and Spike. Let's say for a moment that during the first Equestria Girls film, the Twilight and Spike of this world disappeared the moment when Equestria's Twilight and Spike came through, and thus human Twilight's mind was stuck in a state of limbo while Pony Twilight was using her body. After all, it would explain just how Twilight came through wearing clothes, and the moment she left, human Twilight would come back, having missed the past few days, not knowing what had happened. Perhaps even becoming obsessed with any kind of magical disturbances in the area to try and figure out why she's been missing a few days here and a few days there. So, if this theory is correct, then each Twilight simply couldn't meet face to face. Only one Twilight can exist in each world at any given time. And, with that in mind, we really have been seeing the human world Sunset Shimmer this whole time. Sunset arrived in this world years ago, and no one ever questioned it because there really has been just the one. Now, do I really believe this is how Hasbro intended things to be? Probably not. In fact, the idea of taking over someone else's body without anyone realizing it is perhaps a bit too dark for this series. But I could imagine quite a few possibilities with fan fictions introducing this particular idea. What do you think? Could it be that we've never seen two Sunset Shimmers because, as long as the pony Sunset stays in the human world, the two have merged, so to speak? I would like to hear your thoughts on these ideas, and here's hoping that friendship games will exceed our expectations, and perhaps even prove this idea false. I am Dr. Wolf, and I look forward to hearing from you.